President and CEO for Make-A-Wish Idaho, my dear friend, Janie Best.
Hi, everyone. Can I just tell you how excited I am to actually see your faces tonight? Yeah. So, as you all know, the last 19 months or so have really been a challenge for everyone. But even a global pandemic can't stop the magic of Make-A-Wish. You've all heard those words that we've come to despise. What are they? Pivot, right? Flex. We like to use the word reinvented. So we have completely reinvented ourselves here at Make-A-Wish Idaho to ensure that all of our kiddos experience the hope, strength, and joy that comes with a wish. In fact, in 2021, which year just ended, we granted 76 wishes to kids throughout the state. Before I share more with you about the wishes that we've granted, I'd like to share a few facts with you. At Make-A-Wish Idaho, we do one thing and one thing only. We grant life-changing wishes to children with critical illnesses. Any child, ages 2.5 through 18 years old, who is diagnosed with a critical illness is eligible for a wish. Wishes know no social or economic boundaries. And a wish is not a last wish. In fact, over 95% of the kids that we serve go on to lead happy, healthy lives. Many of those kids are in the room with us tonight. Yeah. And now a bit more about our wish types. So we have a wish to have a playhouse, a puppy, a very special wish that you're going to hear about in a little while tonight, a room makeover, or a shopping spree. A wish to meet celebrities. Can anyone guess who our most wished for celebrity is?
Mark Johnson.
Mark Johnson, of course. And then we have celebrities like The Rock, the wrestling guy whose name I can't remember. That Jen's saying it, that's it. And surprisingly now, YouTubers. So last year we did a wish, so a young man wished to meet the hobby people, which I guess if you watch YouTube videos, you know who the hobby people are. But YouTubers are becoming a very popular wish to meet. I wish to be a superhero. One of my favorite wishes last year, wished to be a garbage man, a firefighter, and the wish that we were founded on, a wish to be a policeman. I wish to go on the trip of a lifetime, whether it's Disney World or Hawaii or to swim with the dolphins, whatever that wish to go may be. And then I wish to give, like Rosie's wish that you saw on the screens earlier this evening. Now, with the changes in the world, due to the global pandemic, wishes have changed too. And as a result, really incredible wishes have been granted, which had not been previously imagined. You'll hear tonight about one of those really special wishes. Just a few of note in the recent past. Daniel's wish for a playhouse. It wasn't just a playhouse, it had a spiral slide and a climbing wall and sliding glass doors. Rowdy's wish for a camper. You saw his photo when you came in. Cutest little boy that you've ever seen, and he's now out camping every weekend with his family. We had sweet little Adele's wish to be a ballerina. I love those wishes to be. They're some of my favorite. Harper's wish that we just granted for a bunny barn. Not only did she get a bunny barn with a room for her bunnies, but she had a sofa and TVs and a room for the stinky boys in her life and a room that she could just hang out. And then we had Crew's wish for a Can-Am 4-seater ATV. As you know, as you can imagine, many of these reimagined wishes came with a pretty hefty price tag. Because of the gracious support of in-kind vendors and donors this year, the average cash cost of a wish is still just at $6,500. And that's where you come in tonight. Today, we have 142 kids that are waiting for their wishes. Now, if we were to grant those all today, that would mean a cash cost of $923,000 in direct wish costs to make these dreams a reality. So tonight, we hope that each of you will help us to make a dent in that number so that no child has to wait for the hope that comes with a wish. You, our closest friends and supporters, have the opportunity right here, right now, to make the wishes come true, and we are so incredibly grateful for you. Before we launch into our program tonight, we know it takes a village to make our dreams come true, and there are some special people in the room that I'd like to introduce and just take a moment to recognize them tonight. So if you're a member of our board of directors or our young leader board, stand up, please. These people give graciously of their time, talent, and treasure to make sure that every child's wish comes true. Thank you. For our wish granters, our event volunteers, and in-kind donors, you are such a huge key to our success. Will you please stand? Come on. I know you're there. And finally, we have a small but mighty silent team that works behind the scenes to make sure that wishes come true. We have 7 full-time staff members who work tirelessly every day. Will the staff who are here in the room please stand or wave wherever you are, because I think some of you are up high. And I want to take a moment to do a special shout out to one member of our team who was unable to be here this evening, but many of you know and love Brenda Young, our Director of Mission Delivery. This past summer, she celebrated 10 years of being a member of the staff of Make-A-Wish Idaho, and we are so incredibly grateful to her. So please, let's give her a big round of applause. And finally, I'd like to give a special shout out to our Wish family community. Those children and families are some of the strongest, most positive people I've ever encountered. We get so much from them, so much more than we give. I'm not going to ask them to stand, but for those of your Wish families in the audience, thank you, and let's give them a round of applause. So now I've been in the role of president and CEO for 2 years. It's been 2 years of incredible ups and downs and different changes in the universe. But I have to say that it has been an incredible joy and a blessing. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here helping to make wishes come true. Thank you so much for the opportunity to serve our community in this way. And without further ado, I'd now like to introduce to you the chairman of the board of directors, Mr. Brad Christensen.
So when I came in here, I saw security take note. They said, if this guy gets a hold of the microphone, all on alert. If you look at the people that have been up here, Mark Johnson, I think it goes without saying, the guy's a genius, a treasure for this community. So glad to have you, and to hear you say, I want to be a part of this now and forever. Mark, thank you so much. Genuinely appreciate that. Absolutely. And then Zach, our auctioneer, he's basically M&M, like Idaho M&M. And I can't wait for him to get up here and get as much money out of your pockets as possible. I can't wait for that moment. So thank you, Zach, for being a part of this as well. And Janie, thank you so much. I mean, 2 years as our CEO, and you've done so much to help this organization. So I can't say thank you enough. We genuinely appreciate all that you do and all of our team. And that's the team that grants the wishes. But many of you who are in this room are the people who make it possible to grant those wishes. And I've been brought up here because I get the opportunity to introduce somebody who's been instrumental in granting many wishes over the past few years. And we give this award every year. I'm trying to think, I think there's actually even probably some previous recipients here in this room, but this is what we call the Community Support Award. And this year we've chosen to give this, it's an award that we give to community members who have a deep passion for service, and they're committed to helping us serve our mission. And this year we're making this award to Plant Therapy and Chris Jones. And before I bring you up here, Chris, I want to say that Plant Therapy has been transformational in our organization. For the last 5 years, they have been the lead sponsor for our Walk for Wishes in Twin Falls. And over the course of that 5 years, they've donated more than $37,500. And that's just at the corporate level, because beyond that, they've actually gotten their people involved in raising money as well. And Plant Therapy, what they do is they say, look, employees, if you want to give money, we're going to match your donation up to $2,000. So all of what Plant Therapy has given us over the years has enabled us to grant, and then their involvement at a personal level with the people that are part of the organization have allowed us to grant 6 wishes, and probably more going into the future. And this is a company that is genuinely committed to our mission. I met Chris before the meeting, before this dinner, and I saw him and his brothers who are here with him and his family, and they have a real, genuine, historic connection to this organization. And I don't want to steal the thunder if, Chris, you want to talk about it, but I want to bring you up here, and I would like to present this to you. What you have given this organization, the ripple effect of what you've given us, is monumental. And so please come up here. I'd like to present this award to you for the 2021 Community Support Award.
Thank you so much, Brad. So Plant Therapy was founded with the mission of impacting as many lives as we possibly could. We are celebrating our 10-year anniversary tomorrow. That's 10 years from the date we made our first sale. And I remember prior to that time, my wife Amanda and I were talking about our charitable giving and our desire to give back, and we only wished that we made more money so that we could impact more lives. And it's interesting how that works with that thought in mind, how I don't know, maybe that's karma. I'm not sure what that is. But if you have that desire, I think that the universe provides. So we all know Make-A-Wish is one of those organizations that is really easy to love. You make a donation, you see an impact immediately. You're changing lives directly. And our life was impacted by Make-A-Wish probably 30 years ago now, when I was a young man. 2 of my brothers are here. Also, so we've got 5 boys and 1 girl in our family. One of our other brothers had cancer when he was in middle school. And as you can imagine, as a middle schooler, losing your hair and going through chemotherapy and the impact that makes, that's a really transformative time of your life, right? Kids, middle schooler kids are mean anyways, let alone if you're, bald and going through chemo and getting teased. Anyways, we watched him go through a really hard time, and I'm happy to say that he's alive and well. Went through remission as a teenager. But as part of that thing that he went through, he was granted a wish, and we were able, as a family, to go on a dream vacation to Hawaii. All 8 of us. That one was not $6,500, I suspect. And that was, it's not something that we could have done on our own, and it was. We have some really, really great memories from that trip, and directly impacted by Make-A-Wish. So that's one of the reasons we're passionate about it. So. Happy to be here. Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris, and thank you to all of you who are here tonight. We have a lot of special guests in this crowd, and I have to say, I do think that this is actually the first time we've had a governor in our midst. This is Governor Butch Otter here. Thank you very much for being us. Governor, as special a guest as you are, we have an even more special guest who's going to take the microphone this evening, if you believe that. And this guest is somebody who has been a recipient of a wish. And this is exactly why we do what we do. And it's my honor to introduce somebody, and I just want to give you a little bit of a lay of the land. Once she completes her speech, then we're going to have Zach come back up here. And again, Zach, it's his job to extract the most, as Mark said, the most amount of money possible from your wallets, from your Bitcoin accounts, from your gold storage, and wherever it might be. We'll take anything you've got, any and all of it. But before we get to that point, we want to talk to you about our mission and the reason we do what we do, and we have a very special guest. The thing about wishes, they make the impossible possible. As Jeannie said, you can wish to be, you can wish to go, you can wish to have. And how brilliant was, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank on her name. Rosie, thank you. Bail me out, appreciate it. When I was a kid, it's like, okay, when you're really smart and the genie comes out of the bottle, what do? You wish for more wishes. That's exactly what Rosie did. She came through, she said, I'm going to give more wishes, I'm going to give them away. So you can wish to give away. But Devo had her wish granted. And what's beautiful about a wish is that it makes the impossible possible. It replaces, fear and sadness with confidence. It replaces anxiety with hope. And it's not just a one-time experience. It's something that lives on forever for the wish child and for their family. And so to share this true power of a wish, I would like to introduce you to Devo Peterson. Devo is 17 years old. She had her wish granted just about a year ago in October of 2020. She knows that her wish gave her hope and strength that she needed to get through leukemia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Devo Peterson to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm super duper nervous. My name is Devin Peterson, but everyone calls me Devo. I'm 18 years young, but there was a time in the not too distant past that I never thought I would be this old. 5 years ago, my world went from technicolor to black and white when I was diagnosed with a rare childhood cancer, acute myeloid leukemia. 1 minute, you're a happy-go-lucky horse girl with a twin sister you adore and torment, an all-sports-playing kid without a worry in the world, and then you're not. But I'm here tonight to tell you how the magical humans of Make-A-Wish Idaho brought my world back to living color again. Have you ever wondered what you would do if you uncorked a genie from a bottle? If you haven't, try it. It's really, really hard to choose the thing, place, or event that would be your true heart's desire. You're so scared to screw it up. But when you have a fairy godmothers who truly know how to make your dreams out loud, like I did, the exercise alone can take you out of the hellfire of pain that is a life-changing diagnosis. Having something to devote your whole heart to without any strings attached. is a chance of a lifetime and one that keeps you fighting to see it through. There's not enough time to express all the gratitude I feel to so many, but suffice to say, I've used a lot of ink in the past 5 years. Tonight, I will focus on the impact of a wish granted on my life. I'll spare you the gory details, but they are etched on my and my family and friends' souls. No human should ever have to experience this, what I have. No, not much less a child. Gracie and I were 12 and headed back to school after a winter break of sledding in Hot Springs. Gracie had broken her ankle and was going back to school on crutches. I was going to carry her backpack, although I secretly wished I had crutches too. Okay, I was in middle school, it's a tough crowd on a good day. Band-Aids and slings were badges of courage. That back-to-school morning, I went to Gracie with a weird question. Do my gums look swollen to you? She kind of giggled. I mean, they were comically swollen. Our local doctor chalked it up to a virus, and I stayed home for 3 days. But because we were coming into a holiday weekend, my mom wanted a deeper look into what this could be, so we could enjoy the weekend if it wasn't contagious. Within hours of the blood test, she was called with the order to get to Boise, immediately, in a blizzard, in the dark, after being told her child had cancer. My mom made sure we didn't see her eyes as we made our way the 2.5 hours from Bellevue to Boise that night. We would have seen her fear. Instead, we just chatted in the backseat about whether the zoo might be open, or if we would see our other twin friends while we were there. We didn't know she was frantically trying to reach my dad. Even though this might be a surprise trip, we even thought it might be a surprise trip when they took us to Disneyland when we were 5. I wasn't worried because I didn't feel sick. It was kind of cool, the attention that showed up in the ER. My cousin Sydney, my dad, and our big sister, Amy. It was kind of dizzying, but I still didn't feel sick. When they moved me up to an upstairs room, I knew something was wrong. By morning, I was actually starting to feel sick. I had a fever, and nurses and doctors were all over me. For a stretch, they put hazmat suits on, all of us, because they thought I had something else. I didn't know that my parents had met with an oncologist all night long. I don't think I knew what one was. They had choked down the news of AML and told him exactly how and to whom they wanted it presented. It was to be just our immediate family, and the word leukemia, not cancer, would be used. Cancer, my mom told him, meant death. We had just lost our favorite Harry Potter actor, Alan Rickman, to cancer, and the musician David Bowie. Cancer killed in our eyes. End of story. Instead, the doctor walked in while my mom and Gracie were taking a breather and dumped it on me. You have cancer. Seconds later, the door opened, and my mom stepped in. I knew from the look in her eyes it was true. Gracie thought I was punking her. Once she realized we were serious, she fell back into my cousin's lap in tears. At the time, I didn't really know what I was agreeing to, but I looked at my grieving family and said, I can do this. I got my first break to come home a few weeks into treatment, and I was already bald and about 50 pounds. I had nothing but don'ts handed to me as I left. No nature, basically. Inside or out. My house was stripped of life and sanitized. I had to move off of carpet, so my room was alien. The cats moved outside, the plants died in the garage. I could not touch the dogs without gloves, and no snuggles. My body was seeping poison from chemo. I told my parents I just want to have my heart beat from something other than fear. So they washed my dear old horse Dudley, covered me in plastic, gloves and a mask, and let me ride him down the street in front of my house. I took off running, leaving them in the dust. I've had and loved horses all my life, but now I knew my life depended on them. I went back to treatment exhausted, but with more hope and fight in me. I had to get back to my animals and my bliss. After 6 months, I was free to return home for a while. I was barely strong enough to even brush my horse, but my parents brought him to a pen across the street so I could visit him as much as I could. We started walking around the neighborhood, the dogs and cats trailing behind. Finally, my strength grew, along with my baby hairs. That fall, they declared me cancer-free. I had an incredible 11 months. I went back to all the things I loved: time with family, hassling Gracie, softball, basketball, running faster than my friends, a little bit of school, and a lot of horse time. I had also met with 2 wish granters, Tracy Parsons and Susie Whitmore. They led me so gently and encouraged me so carefully, guiding me to a wish. My family and friends were there when they told me my dream to travel to Scotland and to ride a fairy tale-like horse at high speed through the forest was granted. I would get to be brave like my heroine Merida. I was so thrilled with my experience that when I came time to ride in the annual Labor Day parade in my hometown of Bellevue, I convinced my friends to dress up as princesses and superheroes for Make-A-Wish. We were a hit. People were giving us money to pose for pictures, and then a fundraiser, Wide Awake Dreaming, was born. Even before my wish was granted, we raised about $3,000 doing similar events. I had an excruciating migraine that spring that put me in the ER, but because it didn't happen again, they didn't look deeper. See, no one, not even the doctors, want to find out a kid has cancer again. And other than the migraine, I felt pretty good. I was feeling a little unsteady on one side when we hiked, but still, I was ready to get back to the 7th grade with Gracie. Sadly, Dudley was starting to show his age. He was developing arthritis and couldn't be ridden. It was heartbreaking, but I stood by him the way he did me. Trouble, they say, comes in threes. I'd just spoken to the Optimist Club in Twin Falls about my journey when another migraine hit. I muscled through for a week, even drove a team of horses from my sister's camp and taught a little boy to ride. My head was exploding. I was starting to limp and I had double vision in one eye. Then my poppy died suddenly. He was one of my heroes throughout my life. It was so unfair. I really felt sorry for myself, but this was wow. Gracie knew something was wrong at the end of the week when she took the stage at her camp's closing performance and I wasn't in the audience. By 3 a.m., after 3 trips to the ER, we got word that I had relapsed and it had traveled to my brain. I was taken by ambulance in Boise. Those things are not comfortable. People whispered around me, but this time I couldn't see them to judge how in danger of dying I was. The morphine made my body scream, but no sound came out. I really only remember the walking nightmares that everything was trying to kill me. Since then, I still don't remember much of what happened, but I look back at the pictures and see I wasn't all there, but I felt everything. Fast forward a month, and we were fast-tracking to a bone marrow transplant in Utah. It was days before our 14th birthday. I couldn't see, I was in incredible pain, but I still celebrated with my friends, and of course Dudley. I was back on the path to the unknown, but with my wish on the horizon, I had renewed hope. If only we had all night, the stories I could tell. But the next year included moving with my mom to Utah, radiation and chemo, finding out my sister and I were actually not identical, and my dad being my bone marrow transplant donor. It was total isolation for 90 days, a lot of uncertainty, a rescue dog named Hiccup, and a Dolly Parton impersonator that became an amazing inspiration and friend. As the process unfolded, it became evident that my dream of easing my family's stress by taking them on a trip was going to be further away than ever. My immune system's memory was completely erased. I couldn't take any vaccines for at least a year. With cancer, now with COVID, I've had to spend my entire high school experience in online classes. It has cost me friends and family time. Through it all, my wish granters stayed in touch. They reminded me that I could always change my mind and my wish. It had been so fun and hard the first time to figure out what to wish for. Not sure how Aladdin figured out what to ask for. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but they, especially Tracy, pushed me to see I was maturing and that I had made a wish to pay back my family for fighting for me. The wish was supposed to be about me. I'd gone almost 3 years without getting my wish already. I'd raised money, made an appearance in a commercial for Make-A-Wish, and had missed out of so much. She forced me to dig deep again. I was always a big dreamer, so I prayed and brainstormed, and I finally realized my true heart's desire, a horse that looked like Spirit, the heroic wild horse of the movie I was obsessed with since I was 2. The movie was about a wild horse fighting for his freedom. Even before I had a personal dog in the fight, I felt the earth move with the story. The soundtrack was my drum beat. When I finally admitted this to Tracy, I felt in my soul that this was my actual dream. I'd been looking all my life for such a horse. He had to be young, look like Spirit, be goofy, loving, like to swim, and have loads of personality. It's hard to find a horse like Spirit because, well, real horses don't have eyebrows or straight white smiles like the animated version. I put the dream in the pipeline and moved forward, keeping busy riding horses for people, competing in barrels and pole bending on the rodeo team, ski joring, and pampering Dudley. Months passed without me even thinking about it, when one day I was asked to come help my aunt show some women how to barrel race. I got there and started warming up. I did my run and started noticing some very familiar faces lining the arena. This wasn't the normal crowd. I had no idea why they were there. It wasn't a real race. I was cooling down my horse when I saw my cousin was riding a beautiful buckskin that looked exactly like Spirit. I rode over to my dad and whined, "Of course, Pa has a beautiful buckskin. That is exactly the horse I'm looking for." Dad kind of turned away. He had a mask on, so I couldn't see his face or he would have given it all away. Then it happened. Tracy appeared in tears to introduce me to my new horse. I was shaking, hiding the tears of joy that were coming fast. I looked into his eyes and I saw myself. I got on him and he fit like a glove. Our hearts beat as one. Coda, like Dudley before, gives me a reason to get out of bed. He's teaching me so much about patience and responsibility. Not only is he and Make-A-Wish the subject of my senior project, but he will be part of the fundraising team that was inspired by my experience with this organization. Though I still have doctor's appointments, shots, infusions, and uncertainty, Coda gives me hope. Sometimes you've got to be careful what you wish for. My dream horse thought he was being funny when he sat down with a smile on a truck and dented the hood. A few months after we met. I had to turn away. I couldn't let him see my eyes laughing when I should have been giving him a stern talking to. Dreams don't always look the way you imagine them, but dreaming is a gift that keeps on giving. Thank you for bringing even the craziest of dreams alive and giving me the best gift I have ever gotten, life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have no illusions about the stark reality of the life and death situation these children face. And the only thing to counterbalance that harshness is our acts of kindness, generosity, and our greater sense of purpose and humanity. A wish begins with hope, and hope begins with you. We hope you fully realize the monumental impact we can make in the lives of these children, and this organization is proof that you should never doubt, not for one small second, that a small caring community of people can change things for the better. In fact, many times it's the only thing that ever really has. So I hope that we've entertained you enough and inspired you enough to realize how important you are to this cause. And then we hope that we've wined and dined you to be kind, refined, aligned, and inclined to raise a bid card for a worthy cause to get behind. Because we now have the pleasure of turning the show over to each and every one of you. And to make it a show to remember, this will be your key. Every time you raise this bid card, whether you win something or not, you don't even have to win anything. You just have to make a richer person pay more. It's true. Hi, Brad. But seriously, every time you raise this bid card tonight, whether you win something or not, you'll be creating life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. So by a show of bid cards in the air, or a huge round of applause, how many of you have been having an absolutely inspirational and wonderful time tonight? Let's bring the lights up. Let's see these wonderful people. By an even greater show of bid cards in the air, or an even bigger round of applause, how many of you are here solely and specifically above all else to make wishes come true? Fantastic. And how many of you have had so much Pinot you have no idea what you're doing here anymore? Everybody at table 4, okay. Well, now is the time where you will bid and compete to win or fall in defeat, and it won't be discreet as you bid on everything from private dinner parties to exotic retreats. So let's kick it up a gear into a premier frontier to buy a souvenir from an auctioneer and bid with courage and bid without fear. It's easy to do if your wife isn't here. And if this is your induction, just follow my instruction. The power of participation in your advocation will lead to construction of this entertaining production. It's ever living and giving you better than a pie. It's ever loving, believing, and doing what's right. It's an auction, so just with a little luck, you won't get beaten. So do your best in this contest. It's all for the kids. Let's see those bids. Put down any drinks or fancy concoctions. Raise those bidder numbers and let's have an auction. Let's go. All right. Now, a little bit of homework. Keep in mind, this is our first hybrid event ever, thanks to our good friends at Auction Frogs. So the auction might sound a little different as it comes to the end, because we want to give a nice long runway and a fighting chance to our online bidders at home. And for those of you who need help, I'm talking straight into the camera, with any bidding or registering, please dial 208-807-3808. All right. Follow along in your program, follow along on the screens, or simply listen to the buttery sunshine that is my voice. Our first winning bidder will get away from it all without going too far at one of Idaho's idyllic sanctuaries with the magic of McCall Getaway for two. Our winning couple will receive a one-night stay at the Shore Lodge, a quintessential resort, of course. Our lucky couple will also venture into the rugged Idaho mountains to play Whitetail Club's award-winning golf course with 2 complimentary rounds. To end the McCall Weekend Getaway, you will enjoy a romantic Shore Lodge sunset cruise of the Payette Lake. And there will be a perfect romantic weekend getaway that you and your loved ones surely deserve, generously donated by Shore Lodge and Jim and Katie Ball. Thank you so very much. Now, we are going to start off the bidding at $1. If you don't raise a bid card at $1 for the golf and the stay and the lake cruise, one of 2 things is true. 1, you suck at math. 2, we forgot to tell you that every dollar we raise goes to directly supporting our mission of funding wishes for critically ill kids. So by a show of unity, solidarity, charity, giving, and goodwill, how many of you would place a bid of $1 for this wonderful trip? Every bid card can and should be in the air right now. 1 and 10 and 20 and 40 and 60. There's 80 now, 100, 150 and 2, 250 now 3. There's 3, 350, 4. There's 4 now 5, 5 and 6, 6 on the side now 7 in the back and 8 now 9. There's 10. Put a bid of 12 and now 14, 14, 16, 18 now 2, 2 to the 2,000, gentlemen in front. Do I have $22.50 to you, sir? $22.50, the annoyingly handsome man who's so handsome he looks like he was made in a laboratory. $22.50. He's not shy either. Hold the phone, though. We just committed our first live auction party foul. This handsome gentleman just bid $22.50 for a one-night stay with golf and a boat ride, and nobody is cheering for him. $22.50. I know the increments change. Looking for a bid of $25. The most handsome man will win $25 over here. $27.50. Need a bid of $27.50 to you. $27.50 now 3. Need a bid of 3. Looking for a bid of 3. $3,000. $32.50 now 35. 35. Come on in at 35. 35. What'd you do for? 4,000. What'd you do 45? What'd you do 45? Dude, if you can do 35, you can do 45. Let's be honest with ourselves. Look into the mirror and tell yourself you're a winner. Looking for a bid of 45. Do I have a bid of 45? Looking for a bid of 45. Take a small step at 45. 45! $5,000. Yes, Thor? Is it 2 nights indeed? Fantastic. We up the ante to 2 nights. Fantastic. We're at 5. I need a bid of 55 now. It's the battle of millennials. Looking for a bid of 55. Do I have a bid of 55? Looking for a bid of 55. Looking for a 55. You can do it. This is not about the item anymore. This is about bragging rights. Looking for 55. Would you do 55? 55. I just have to come over here for a second. Oh no, it's okay, don't worry. I'm not gonna, he's at 55. I'll do you a solid. I'll make you a deal. He's at 55. If you bid one more time, I will ask him to bid again. I'm pretty persuasive. Is this like looking in a mirror? Right, Point Break? Boom. Fantastic. We're at 55, looking for 6,000. Need a bit of 6, looking for a bit of 6 going once, 6 going twice. You know what, though? You raised a lot of money and didn't spend a dime. Well done. Sold! $5,500. Raise your bid card high and proud so we can charge your credit card. Thank you. Bidder 203. Bidder 203. Fantastic. It's only available during the month of December when there's a full moon. Okay. Moving along. Next up is the Diamond D Guest Ranch for 4 days and 3 nights for a stay Summer 2023. 3 nights for 2 at the Diamond D Ranch, Idaho's premier all-inclusive guest ranch nestled in the Frank Church Wilderness. Family-owned, 300 acres, 110-year-old lodge, cabins, green meadows, private lake, ranch experience filled with unique mountain activities, horseback riding, hunting, fly fishing, exciting nights of coitus, hiking, gold panning, archery, target shooting, and more. I haven't said a number yet. $40 million. Fly fishing for 2 is complimentary with family-style meals prepared by seasoned chefs, generously donated by JR and Kara Williams and Diamond D Ranch. All right, let's start low and see where we go with an opening bid of $500. Anyone at 500? $500,000 and now $1 million. Now $1 million. 500 and 1,000. 15 now 2. Need a bit of 2 now 25. Thank you. Looking for a bit of 3 now. 3 now 35. 35 to the gentleman. Do I have 4? There's 4 to the lady now 45 now 5. 5,000. 55 now 6. 6 now 65. Need a bit of 65. We're at 6,000 to the Arctic blonde gentleman in the back. We're at 6,000 looking for a bit. 65. You're going to love it up there, sir. You're at 65, looking for a bit of 7. What'd you do, 7? That's a yes at 7. Now 75, now 8. Looking for a bit of 8. 8 now 85, now 9. It's Boomer versus Millennial. There's 9, now 95, now 10. 10,000 to you, sir. If you come in second place, you have to go to Bakersfield, California. $10,000. What'd you do, 11? I got 11 from him already. What'd you do, 12? V-neck, 12, 13, 13, we're at 12, looking for 13. Sir, place a bid at 13 over here, you're gonna love it. There's 13 now, 14, 14, 15, 15 now. Look into her eyes and tell me she's not worth it. 15, 16 now, 16. Looking for a bit of 16, need a bit of 16. That's a beautiful watch, is that a Rolex? Looking for 16. 16 now, looking for a bit of 16. I know your tells now, look at this. Looking for a bit of 16. We're at 15, come on back at 16. You're gonna love it, sir. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have a wonderful time. You're gonna see the sunset. You're gonna feel the wind through your scalp. We're at a bit of 15. I'm sorry. We're at 15, looking for 16. Any further advance? Any further advance online? Fair warning. We're at a bit of 15. Last chance, final offer, counting it down, and I have, you good? Sold for $15,000. Wow. Raise your bid card high and proud. Bidder 200, 200. Fantastic. Feels good to win, doesn't it? Just breathe. Are you okay? Experience any numbness in your left arm right now? Okay. All right. Up next, you deserve the tropics. You want to get away from it all? This is your chance. Shh. You're going to want to hear this. This is your chance to experience all the fishing, swimming, hiking, biking, tennis, golfing, shopping, sailing, dining, drinking, snorkel, scuba, laughing, kissing, dancing, prancing, and romancing. Escape to a truly one-of-a-kind magical jungle with a week-long stay for 2 at the Dominican Treehouse Village. Rope bridges, cabins allow you to immerse yourself. You got to relax by the fireside. You and your guests will spend 1 week in this untouched paradise with all food, drinks, excursions, VIP raw elegance package. You'll get to zip line on the Caribbean's tallest and highest rated zip line through the jungle on horseback, a 200-foot waterfall, Bacardi Island, and so much more. Generously donated by Bart Griffin and the Dominican Treehouse Village. It also comes with transportation from Santo Domingo or Samana Airport. That is included. Now, I have a question. Shh. How many of you have a birthday or anniversary in the next 12 months? This package is for you. She wants it, sir. She wants it. Let's start it off at only $500 and see who's going. 500, 750, and 1,000, 1250, now 15, 1750, and 2, now 2250, thank you, now 25. 25 over here, now 2750. 2750, now 3. 3 now at the side, 3250, now 35, and 3750, thank you, now 4. Need a bit of 4, anybody at 4? Looking for a bit of 4 now, need 4,000 to lady, now 4 and a quarter in the back, 45, now 4750, thank you, now 5. Need a bit of 5. Come on back at 5 to the young man. Looking for a bit of 5. Looking for a bit of 5. Do I have a bit of 5? I'm in the back. $5,000. Oh my goodness. Jennifer Conley is here. 52.50, now 55. Looking for a bit of 55. You know what? You're all being so very generous. I'm going to sell it to anyone who wants it for $5,000. Would you like it for $5,000? Bidder 308, you're going to the Dominican for $5,000. Would you like it for $5,000 too? It's a lot cheaper than alimony, sir. We have one sold at $5. Anybody else want to go Dominican? You want to do it 3 times? Bidder 210, you're going Dominican. Okay, let me confirm this with you, my generous fella. You don't want to buy this not once, not twice, but thrice. You want 3 weeks in the Dominican, correct? You'll be speaking Spanish by the end of that. You're going to look like a rum and coke learned how to talk. Put bidder 308 down 3 times at $5,000 apiece. Wow. You're all going to have a great time together. I don't know how big the cabin is, but you'll all squeeze in there. I'm just kidding. All right. That was beautiful. All right. Everyone's favorite pastime is drinking. I'm just kidding. Our next winning our next winning bidder will enjoy a 6-day, no nights, just days. A 6-day and 5-night stay for up to 6 guests at a beautiful modern cabin at the Wilds in Stanton, Kentucky, with round-trip airfare for 2. Whether it's hiking or fossil hunting or fishing or bourbon tasting, this is your chance to explore over 50,000 acres of national forest. Enjoy a bourbon tasting in 6 distilleries, a natural hike with world-renowned National Geographic wildlife biologist, a private concert with Chester and the 4-man band. You know you're in the South when the lead singer's name is Chester. Banjo picking and deep tones of stand-up bass echoing in the holler. The evening relaxed cliffside delicious charcuterie boards to match with 2 round-trip flights from Alaska Airlines, generously donated by Colby and Angela Christensen and Alaska Airlines. Fantastic. This is a beautiful chance to enjoy a vacation the likes of which you have never seen before. Go get some Pappy Van Winkle. Have a fantastic time. Let's start the bidding off at $1,500. Who's in? $1,500, thank you. $1,752, $2,250, now $25, $2,750, and 3. There's 3, $35. $35, I'll take it, now 4. $4.45, thank you, now 5. $55, now 6. 6, new bidder, and 65, and 7. There's 7, now 75, thank you, now 8. Need a bit of 8. 8, now 85, now 9, thank you, 95, now 10. 10, 5, 11. Yes, there's a lot of bourbon. $12,000, I'll take it, now 12.5. He's at 12, looking for 12.5. Someone bid against me, doesn't know how auctions work. He's not putting his bid card down. We're at 12,000, looking for 12.5. Looking for a bid of 12.5. Let's go say hi, shall we? Looking for a bid of 12.5 back to you, sir. Hi, how are you? Great vest, 3-piece, rocking it old school. Hi, how are you? Reese Witherspoon is here, ladies and gentlemen. We're at a bid of 12,000 to Point Break over here. His name is Bodhisattva. Looking for a bid of 12.5 to the lovely lady with the high cheekbones, the fantastic skin, the beautiful smile, the sparkling red lips. Looking for a beautiful dress at 12.5. Need a bid of 12.5 now. Come on back at 12.5. Looking for a bid of 12.5. You can either have this trip to Kentucky or a 2004 Toyota Camry for 12.5. That's what it costs. Looking for a bid of 12.5. Would you do 12.5? One more bid. Can you read it once more? Yeah, let's wait. Everyone just hold on. We got all the time in the world. Were you always this handsome, or are you one of those like talk show guys that was like, and then you got, right? You've never been taken down a peg, have you? Psalms 11:2. I want you to read it. Looking for a bid of 12.5, fair warning. Ma'am, 12.5. Brad is the man. Brad is the man with all the money. Looking for a bit of 13. Would you do 13, Brad? Looking for a bit of 13. See, he's not going to bid again. You see how long that took? One more bid and you're going to win, Bradley. Looking for a bit of 13. Looking for a bit of 13 going once. No pressure at all, just everyone you know. Fair warning, we're at 12.5 going once. Anybody online at 13 going twice? Looking for a bit of 13. If it's not your lucky number, we can go right over to 14. Are you sure about that? Looking for a bit of 13. Fair warning. Final offer, I'm at 12.5. Sold to the handsome man in the vest at 12.5. Raise your bid card high and proud. Bidder number 300, 300. Wow. Did I say Kentucky? I said Kentucky, didn't I? Oh, my bad. CUNA, you're going to CUNA. I just got the K in there. I was really confused. I like CUNA. All right, this is the big one. This is the one you've all been waiting for. Show your love. Treat your family, friends, clients, colleagues, or loved ones for a night of fun, food, and plenty of entertainment with the pride and joy of Boise State University basketball with a dinner for 8 with head basketball coach Leon Rice and Robin Rice. You and your 7 guests will enjoy dinner at Crave in Eagle, which if you haven't been, fantastic restaurant. Wonderful, diverse, and eclectic menu. I absolutely love that place. You get to relax with a signature cocktail on the rooftop patio or inside at the bar overlooking the landscape. Trade stories with one of college basketball's most successful head coaches. Did you know this? He is one of the most successful basketball coaches in our history, the only Boise State head coach to amass 8 20-win seasons. The second to guide the Broncos to multiple NCAA tournament appearances, and the first to do it in 5 seasons. Generously done by Leon Rice and Robin Rice and Derek Hood of Crave. Thank you so very much. You don't need me to tell you, but I will tell you anyway, that this dinner is perfect for a privileged, prosperous, paramount, and prominent party of preferential preference of professional, pristine purity, and prestige with a penchant for palate-pleasing portrayals, personifying proficiency and perfection. For this popular poignant party package provides preeminent precious possibilities. Let's go. We're going to, I do this for a living. Isn't that weird? All right. We're going to start the bidding off at $1,000. Who's in? 1,015 and 2. The 2 in the back, 25. Now 3. 335 where? Need a bid of 35. Scott Van Pelt in the back, 35. Thank you. Now 4. 4 to you, sir. Now 45. Need a bid of 45. Someone bid against him. He's at 45. Now 5. 5. Now 55. Thank you. Now 6. 65. Now 7. 7. Now 75. Now 8. 85. Now 9. 9. Now 95. Now 10. Need a bid of 10. She's at 95. I need a bid of 10. Looking for a bid of 10,000. Just skip a payment. Just skip a payment. Look, can someone loan this guy $500? You're already at 95. You can bid against yourself if you want to. It's for charity. It's all good. We're at 95. $10,000. Dude, you look like Men's Health Magazine learned how to talk. Look at this guy. Cufflinks, no tie. Who does that? That's amazing. 10,000, looking for 10.5. Looking for a bit of 10.5. Looking for a bit of 10.5. 10.5, now 11, and now 11.5. Looking 11.5, now 12, 12.5, 13, 13.5, 14, 14.5, 15, 15.5, 16, 16.5, 17. Need a bit of 17 now. 17. 17 to the best goatee in the world. 17.5. Only 17.5. 17.5. Maybe it's worth it to watch Mr. Rice eat rice. I don't know. 17.5, need a bit of 18. 18 now. Would you do 18? Come on now. It's the only one we got. We're looking for a bid of 18. We're at 17.5. Looking for a bid of 18, sir. Looking for a bid of 18, going once. Need a bid of 18, going twice. No spousal restraint allowed, ma'am. You are physically holding his arm down. Should I be dealing with your wife directly, sir? I should be, shouldn't I? I should be. What is your name, my dear? Megan, that is correct. Megan, we're at 17.5, looking for a bid of 18,000 to the very generous couple with hand-holding, whispering sweet nothings into their ear. Looking for a bid of 18. Nope, just take another sip. It helps. Go ahead. Take your time. Looking for a bit of 18 going once. Any interest online at 18 going twice? Fair warning. Last chance. You're a good sport. Thank you, Megan. Sold. $17,500. Raise your bid number, my lovely lady. Thank you to Rosario Dawson, bidder 199. Thank you so very much. Dude, you are punching up. You must know that. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Are we enjoying ourselves tonight? I can never tell. All right. One good dinner deserves another. Simplot style. Enjoy an evening of fine dining and whining. from the comfort of your own home or any mutually agreed upon location, with an in-home dinner and culinary lesson for up to 8 guests with our beloved BSU athletic director, Jeremiah Dickey, and renowned, famous Simplot chef, Diana Frick. Diana and her culinary team will work with you and 7 of your guests to design a beautiful menu, as well as your special guest, Jeremiah Dickey, to break into teams and create an amazing dinner with culinary supervision in your kitchen. The chef will start you out with appetizers, and then you'll arrive, and then you'll work with an amazing dinner. Ask all the questions, learn knife skills. Dinner will also include wine, signature cocktails, and all the groceries to make a dinner. Chef Diana Frick will work with you to create a menu for you and your guests that will be one to remember. Generously donated by Chef Diana, CRC, CWPC, Chef Michael Zeller, and Jeremiah Dickey. What a wonderful athletic director dinner this could be. If you don't win, you don't get dinner ever again. Let's start low at $1,000 and see where we go. 1,000 and now 12.50 and 15. 15 in the back, 17.50 now 2. 2 and now 2.50, 25. 25, 27.50 now 3. 3, 32.50, 35, 37.50 now 4. 4 now 42.50, 45. Now 47.50 now 5. 5,000, 52.50, thank you. Looking for a bit of 55. Looking for a bit of 55. 55. Looking for a bit of 50, 55, 57.50. 57.50, it's only money. 57.50. 6,000, 6 1/4, sir. Only 6 1/4. 6.25. Looking for 62.50. Need a bit of 62.50 going once. I know you only eat keto once a day to get that chiseled jawline. Do you open jars with that thing? That's beautiful. Tom Brady's taking pictures of you. We're at $6,000 to the lovely couple over here. Need a bit of 6 1/4 going once, 6 1/4 going twice, 6 1/4. It's the compliments. 65. Looking for a bit of 65. Looking for a bit of 65. Looking for a bit of 65 to Blake Lively at my left. Looking for a bit of 65. Going once. Any interest online at 65. Going twice. Fair 65. Where'd you come from, you sneaky devil? 65. Wow. Yeah, I know who he is. 67.50. He ripped up a parking ticket for me. We got 67.50. We need 7,000, Gov. 7. 72.5. 75. 77.5. 8,000. $10,000. I love retired politicians. 10. Looking for 11. Would you do 11? I mean, it's so much better to say you beat a governor and lost to one, just to be honest. All right, we're at 10,000 going once. Looking for... He does deserve this, doesn't he? Way to volley that back at me. He was a good governor. He deserves this. I'm doing this for him. Yeah, I'm going to let him spend his money, not mine. We're at 10,000 going once, 10,000 going twice. Sold. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. Bidder 262. Thanks for telling me, Daryl, that he was a former governor. I know he's a former governor. All right. The. I said the, didn't I say the? He is the. All right. Our next winning bidder, Golfer's Paradise. Some of the best hiking, some of the best natural wonders, some of the best hot springs, some of the best day spas, 7 days and 6 nights in Desert Paradise in a 4-bedroom Sedona home that sleeps up to 7 people. Sedona is an impossible intersection of soul-nourishing and wilderness and pampered luxury. It's an artist colony with monoliths, an array of trails and spas and art galleries. It's a 4-bedroom home on a half-acre, wonderfully landscaped grounds and featured private courtyards, 8 separate outdoor decks, and so much more. If that wasn't enough, we are flying you there and flying you back with round-trip airfare for 2 on Alaska Airlines with 4 rounds of golf at the Oak Creek Country Club, an 18-hole, beautiful course, consistently rated Arizona's best overall experience, generously done by Christy and Doug Johnson and Alaska Airlines and Oak Creek Country Club. Who's going to tee off in the desert and have an amazing time? What do you got? 15 online, well done. 1750 where? 1750 now 2, need a bit of 2. There's 2, now 2 and a quarter, thank you. 25, thank you, now 2750. 2750 now 3, need a bit of 3 online. 3 to the lady in the back, now 3250, now 35. 35 now 3750. 3750, 3750 in the corner, well done. Now 4, need a bit of 4 where? A bit of a 4, 4,000. Thank you very much, Shane DeLuca, looking for a bit of 4250, now 45. Need a bit of 45 now. 45, anybody at 40? 45 down in front, now 4750. 4750 back there. Thank you very much. Now 5. Hood a bit of a 5. Anybody 5? Need a bit of 5. Anybody 5? Need a bit of 5,000. I took him. 5250. Thank you. Now 55. 55 in the front. 5750. 5750 where? Need a bit of 5750 now 6,000. Looking for a bit of 6 now. Need a bit of 6,000. Where'd you come from? We do look alike. 6,000 now 6250. I got 6. Looking for a bit of 6250. 6250. Need you in the corner, sir. Looking for a bit of 6250. Do you have anybody, Daryl? Do you have anybody online at 6250? 6250 online. Now 65. Need a bit of 65. 6750. Thank you. Now 7. Need a bit of 7. 7,000 and 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter now 75. Got to stay online. 75. Now 7750. 7750 online. Need a bit of 7750 to my doppelganger, looking for a bit of 8. 8,000, 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter now. Come on back at 8 and a quarter now 85. Looking for a bit of 85. Who has the biggest wallet? 85 now 8750. Who has more disposable income? We're going to find out today. 9,000 now 9 and a quarter. Need a bit of 9 and a quarter. Looking for a bit of 9 and a quarter. He's back. He's at 9 and a quarter. Need a bit of 95. 95, he's back. Now 9750. 9750, now 10,000. 10. 10 and a quarter. 10 and a quarter, 10.5. 10.75. Looking for 10.750. Now 11. 11. Or just scare him away at 15. There's 11. Want to do 12? It's more about winning. There's 12, now 13. 13, sir. That's a yes. 14. 14 now. You can do it. You can do it. 14 now 15. Winner at 15 now 16. 16 now. Come on back at 16. You can do it at 16. Looking for a bit of 16. Would you do 20? Just trying. Take a chance. Columbus did. Where am I? Looking for 16. All right, sir. Blink if you want to bid again. We're at 15,000, looking for 16, going once. Need a bit of 16, going twice. Last chance, final offer. Gold's a lot better than silver. Are you sure? 16! Just squeezing every drop. 17 now. 17,000. Need a bit of 17. You're going to love Sedona, or at least you're going to convince yourself that you do. Need a bit of 17,000. How much did you make last year after taxes? Just give me a number. No. I'm at 16, looking for 17. Dude, he's not going to bid again. It's a 4-bedroom house. Love your window pane jacket. He's at 16. If you bid one more time, you're going to win. There's no way he's going to bid again at 18. One more bid, and you will be a winner. Say it with me. I want to win. Looking for a bit of 17, going once. Look, you're like a sphinx. I don't see any expression. Look. And he has broken eye contact with me. It's like I asked him to prom. Right here. Would you do 17 going once? Hey, how many kids' wishes does that grant? I am curious, how many kids' wishes does that grant? It's about 3, right? Looking for 17 going once. We need a bit of 17 going twice. $20,000! Woo! Dun 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 dun. See what we did there? That's called pot committed. He's at 20,000. Throw me a number north of that, because he's throwing out numbers. You're out. We're at 20,000 going once. We're at 20,000 going twice. Any more interest online? Last chance. Final offer. Are you sure? And I have sold it your way at 20,000. Bidder number 308. Bidder 308. We're having fun. You know, I'd like to thank you, but I'd also like to thank myself for that incredible salesmanship. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so very much, sir. So very generous. Wow. All right. Let's see how this one does. I love who brought this to us. I had the great chance of talking to him. Where's my tall guy who's on our board from Coeur d'Alene? There he is over there. Hey, Jason. How's it going, brother? Thank you so much for pulling this together. I love the story. He was only trying to get a fishing trip to Coeur d'Alene. You know what he got instead? He got a meet and greet with Jimmy Kimmel. How incredible is that? That's pulling some weight, brother. Love it. All right. Head to Hollywood. Meet a favorite late-night TV talk show host with a meet and greet with the one and only Jimmy Kimmel. 8-time Emmy Award-winning funny man, serves up comedy bits, welcomes guests, comics, celebrities, athletes, musicians. He loves tequila as well as everyday people. 2 people will meet and greet with Jimmy, attend the Jimmy Kimmel Live show, meet this very talented, exceptional, funny comedy man. We'll also fly you down there with 2 round trips, tickets on Alaska. Plush Hollywood accommodations will be provided by Frontierland Vacations and will occur on a mutually agreed upon date in late 2021 or spring of 2022. Generously donated by Jimmy Kimmel, Alaska Airlines, Frontierland Vacations, and our good friend and newest board member, Jason, right over there. All right. Fantastic. Buy it for a friend or loved one. Buy it for yourself. The green room is some of the most fun you've ever had. I got to tell you, I've met Jimmy Kimmel. He's a wonderfully kind and gracious person, especially after 3 drinks. You'll have a wonderful time. All right. Let's start the bidding off at $500 and see who's going. 500, 750, and 1,000, and 1250, now 15, now 1750, and 2. There's 2 1/4. Need a bid of 2 1/4. I have 2. Looking for 2 1/4 now. We're at 2,000. Need a bid of 2250. 2250 down in front. Now 25. Thank you. 2750 at the same table. Now 3. There's 3. 3250. Now 35. 3750. Now 4. Need a bid of 4. Where? 4 to the lady. And now 4250. Now 45. Need a bid of 45. Need a bid of 45. 45. You don't need to be so loud. Looking for a bid of 4750. Need a bid of 4750. Where? 4750 down in front to Jennifer Conley at the front table. Looking for a bid of 5,000. Need a bid of 5. Anybody at 5,000? Now 5250, Jen. Looking for a bid of 50. 5250. Now 55. Now 5750. 5750 Blue Blazer. Looking for a bid of 6. Need a bid of 6,000. Need a bid of 6. Looking for a bid of 6. 6,000. We got a vicious fight over here at the same table. Now 6250. Looking for a bid of 6250. Any interest, my dear, at 6250? Looking for a bid of 6250. Now 65. You're both out. 65. Now 6750. Looking for a bid of 6750. I loved you in Rocky 4, by the way. Looking for a bid. We're at 65. Looking for... Dude, you should have felt that handshake just now. That was firm. Those are some big hands you got there. I felt like I just grabbed 5 bananas. That was amazing. Good for you. It's great, she says. We're getting close. This is a good community. All right. Need a bit of... Daryl, where am I? I'm at 6750, am I not? Yeah, I'm at 65, looking for 6750. Thank you. Now 7. You're both out. Need a bit of 7. Anybody at 7? Don't you want to meet him? 7,000. Now 7 1/4. Need a 7 1/4. Now 75. 75 where? 75. Now 7750. Looking for 7750. 7750. They're back. Now 8,000. 8,000. Now 8 1/4. Looking for a bit of 8 1/4. If you come in second place, you have to meet George Hamilton. We're at 8,000, looking for 8 1/4. We're at 8,000 going once. Looking for a bid of 8 1/4 going twice. I'm right behind you. Hi. Looking for a bid of 8 1/4. Last chance. Final offer. Are you sure? Where? Down in front? The Gov? The Gov is in. 8250. Now 85. 85. Now 8750, Gov. 8750. 8750, looking for 8750. We're at 85 over here. That's a funny joke. That's a good joke that I just can't say. We're at 85 going once, 85 going twice. Last chance, final offer, and I have sold it your way, sir, at $8,500. Raise your bid card high and proud so we can charge your credit. Thank you. Bid number, please. Well done to bidder number 214. Bidder 214. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're getting down to the final 3, folks. Our next winning bidder will enjoy an all-inclusive trip for two to the premier whitewater rivers of the world at Idaho's Middle Fork of the Salmon River with the Middle Fork Rapid Transit. Travel through the most coveted whitewater that you can find. Your fully guided experience will not only take you through the rapids to waterfalls, hot springs, fishing holes, and hiking trails, but also provide gourmet meals throughout the day. Because you're 100 miles from the nearest kitchen, you're going to want to bid on this. Well, hello, excited lady. Next to Mr. McConaughey. Pleasure to see you, sir. That was a compliment. All right. All right. If you're seeking an adventure, experience out of the ordinary, vacation that you'll enjoy and relive the rest of your life, you'll enjoy this, generously donated by Frank Church Wilderness and Grant and Kim Porter and Middle Fork Rapid Transit. I'm sorry, it was in the heart of Frank Church Wilderness. Why did I say that? What a wonderful, with various dates of availability in the height of the season, what a wonderful trip this could be. It's for 6-day, fully outfitted trip for two. 6 days for two. Let's start the bidding off. What do you got? You have 2,000 in the back now, 2 1/4, thank you. Now 25, I'm gonna go to 3. 3, 35, now 4, there's 4, 45, now 5, 5, 55, 6, 65, thank you, now 7, there's 7 and 75, thank you, now 8. Need a bit of 8, there's 8, now 85, thank you, now 9. Need a bit of 9, 95. 95, thank you, now 10, there's 10. Now 10-5, need a bit of 10-5. Looking for a bit of 10-5. 10-5, Jennifer Conley's back, need a bit of 11. 11, now 11-5, you're both out. Need a bit of 11-5. Do you use soap or shampoo up there? Looking for a bit of 11-5. Need a bit of 11-5, now 12. Need a bit of 12 now. 12, 13. Looking for a bit of 13 now. Looking for a bit of 13. Looking for a bit of... When you wash your face, how do you know where to stop? Looking for a bit of 13. Looking for a bit of 13. 13, now 13-5. 14 now. Looking for a bit of 14. Looking for a bit of 14. 14 where? Need a bit of 14. We're at 13-5. To Blake Lively, looking for a bid of 14. Need a bit of 14. Anybody at 14 going once? 14! It's 14-5. It's blonde versus brunette. The fight continues. We have 14-5. We have 14-5. Need 15 now. Come on back at 15. What's the difference in the grand scheme of life between 14 and 15? Honestly, you're not going to remember the $1,000 difference. 15, McConaughey. I love it. 16. Are you good at 16? 16. 17. 17 now. 17. It's her right over there. Looking for a bit of 17. Need a bit of 17. 17. Now 18. 18. 19. Oh, flipping birds. Want to do 20 just to scare her away? We're at 18. Need a bit of 19. Looking for a bit of 19. Looking for 19. I'm at 18. I only got one. I only got one of them. You can do a parking lot deal if you want to divvy up the cost, but I can only sell one. I only got one. I only got one. Do we have permission for two? No. Janie Best, Executive Director, need a bid of 19. Scarcity creates demand. Looking for a bid, we're at 8. What? Blake Lively's in the lead. Don't worry, Rosario. She's fine. We're at 18, looking for 19. Going once. Looking for a bit of, I mean, she's prettier than Rosario Dawson. I just don't know else who to come. Who do you get? Who do people tell you look like? I get Michael Bublé hungover. That's what I get. I get a bit of 18, looking for 19, going once. 19 going twice. 19, last chance, final offer. Philippe Patek, very nice. Looking for a bit of 19. Are you sure? And I have sold it for $18,000. Raise the big card, please. Bidder 224 for $18,000. Wow. All right. Some of the best skiing in the world. Head up to one of Idaho's favorite vacation destinations with 5 days and 4 nights for 6 at the Elkhorn in Sun Valley from February 17th to February 21st. Last ski season, dare I say, the best time of year was over President's Day weekend. There was so much snow over President's Day weekend in early February. It was amazing. This is a refurbished home, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, mountain views, open concept, large Montana stone fireplace, half-acre lot, up to SNRA land. Stay and take in the beauty of the famous Sun Valley and head out to explore with 4 lift tickets. Bald Mountain's consistent pitch, lack of lift lines, variety of terrain give it one of the finest mountain rides in the world. You're going to receive a $50 gift card to the Nob Hill Grill and a $300 gift card that can be used to enjoy the beauty of luxury and romance in the renowned Sun Valley Resort, generously donated by Terry Stoltz and Sun Valley Resort. Fantastic. We're going to start off the bidding for this wonderful President's Day weekend getaway in a beautiful 4-bedroom house. At just $2,000. Who's in it? 2. 2 and now 25. 25 at the side, now 3. Need a bit of 3? Who's a bit of 3 now? Need a bit of 3. We're at 25, looking for 3 for the President's Day weekend ski of your life. Looking for 3,000 to online, now 35. 35, now 4. Need a bit of 4? Anybody at 4? Need a bit of 4 now. 4 down in front, now 45. You look like a skier. Looking for a bit of 45. Need a bit of 45 in the back, now 5,000. Need a bit of 5. Looking for a bit of 5. Anybody at 5? Need a bit of 5. Looking for a bit of 5 online. Need a bit of 5. We're at 45 in the back. 5! He's back! Looking for a bit of 55. Need a bit of 55 to the young lady in the back. Looking for a bit of 55. Looking for a bit of 55. We're at 5. 55. Welcome in. Now 6. He's in. Now 65. Need a bit of 65. You're all out. We're at 6,000. Going once. Looking for a bit of 60. 65. Now 7. 7. Why not? Now 75. 75. You're both out. Looking for a bit of 75. Careful. Don't wave a bid card like that. We're at 7,000. Looking for 75. 7,000 down in front. Going once. 7,000 down in front, going 75, slick. 8, he's back. He didn't waste a second. 85. If you don't have 6 friends, we can provide them for you. We have a bit of 8, need 85. Need a bit of 85. Come on back at 85. Looking for a bit of 85, going once. 85, going twice. Looking for a bit of 85, last chance. Final offer. Sold. Fantastic. Oh, dude. He bid. You don't care. All right. 383. 383 bought it for 8,000. Would you just donate $500 right here and right now? Fantastic. Put this guy down for a $500 donation. Bidder 293. Bidder 293. He made us whole like a full head of hair. Fantastic. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final live auction item. This is one. It's perfect for cruising around the neighborhoods. Show off your coolest new toy on the golf course. I want to give a big thank you. Thank you, Poncho and Ryan. Thank you, Donahue McNamara Steel and Advanced Heating and Cooling. Levantate. Where is Poncho here too? You know you got to hang out with a guy named Poncho after the auction. That's going to be a wild time. Now, not only will the winning bidder get this brand new 2021 Yamaha golf cart. Mom? All right. With an industry-leading drive-to features, but the donor is willing to wrap this in Boise State colors with Boise State logos should you desire. Wow. It includes a Yamaha-built engine designed for golf and includes a ball washer and cooler compartment, perfect for days on the course or to cruise around your neighborhood on the holidays. Let's end this auction on an incredible high note. We have 5,000 online. Need a bit of 55. 55 now 6. Need a bit of 6,000. She's at 55. I have you. It's 55. Thank you. Someone bid against her. 6,000 now 65. Need a bit of 65 to the lady. Looking for a bit of 65. 65 now 7. 7 now 75. Need a bit of 75. What do you say, sir, at 75? The guy sitting next to you. You want to bid against him? We're at 7,000. 75. New bidder in the back. Now 8. Need a bit of 8,000. 8,000. Oh, you sneaky. 85 now. We're at 8,000. Need a bit of 85. Need a bit of 85 in the back. Looking for a bit of 85. We're at 8,000. 85. I took Jennifer. You good, Bodie? 9,000. You good at 9? Why are you raising a bid card if you're not bidding? 9,000. Why not? 95. 95, sir. Looking for a bit of 95. 95. Now 10. There's 10. Now 10.5. 10.5. Now 11. Need a bit of 11. Need a bit of 11. Anybody at 11? She's at 10.5. Need a bit of 11 back to you. Is that a yes? Or are you just waving to an auctioneer? Hi, I'd like to bid again. We have 11? Where? 11? Where'd you come from? You again? 11 now, 11.5. Looking for 11.5. 11.5, I'm sorry, McConaughey, I missed it. Now 12. The ladies in at 12, now 12.5. 12.5, now 13, 13, 13.5. 13.5 where? Need a bit of 13.5. We're at 13 down in front. Need a bit of 13.5. The ladies are out. 13.5. Jennifer is back in. Now 14. 14, we're at 13.5. Need a bit of 14. That's even money at 14. Fair market. We have 14 where? 14? He's so sneaky. He's like bidding barely above his table. It doesn't help anybody. Looking for a bid of 14.5. You're both out. Looking for a bid of 14.5. 14.5. 15 now. 15. What'd you do? 16. Take a small step at 16. Don't be a bridesmaid again. I want you to win one. Looking for a bit of 16. Looking for a bit of 16. Come on back at 16. We're at 15. How about 15.5? Take a small step. 15.5. You can do it. Looking for a bit of 15.5. We're at 15. 15.5. Now 16. 16, sir. Looking for a bit of 16. Looking for a bit of 16. If you don't win, you have to walk. Looking for a bit of 16. We have a bit of 15.5 going once. Looking for a bit of 16 going twice. Looking for a bit of 16, last chance. Bidding for charity is like kissing your wife. It never gets old. Looking for 16. Looking for 16. Don't laugh too much at that joke. Looking for 16, going once. We're at 15.5, going twice. Last chance, final offer, and I have... I'm just going to give you a second. Coming in hot at the last second. Because you did the thing late. Looking for a bid of 16, last chance, final offer. Any bids online? Are you sure? Ladies and gentlemen, say it with me for the last time tonight. 1, 2, 3, sold! Wow, that was spirited. That was spirited. Bidder 337, if my memory serves. Well done, 337. Thank you so much to all the generous bidders and all the generous winners tonight. That was really impressive. Boise, you really showed up tonight. God bless you. Thank you. Now, do me a favor and turn to the person on your left. Turn to the person on your right. Look at the person sitting across from you and kindly say, shh. In just a few moments, we will all have the wonderful opportunity to come together to put the powerful force of this community behind this beautiful cause by raising our bid cards with either a click of a button or the raising of a paddle to give straight from the heart and support our mission and simply change lives for the better, simply by making the kind decision to do so. This is the most beautiful and rewarding portion of our entire event. Make no mistake, this is why we are here. It's what we can do together as a family, as a community in the next 5 minutes to give joy and hope and comfort and hope and strength and joy to children whose lives are fraught with worry and doubt. Nothing is more important than empathy. It is with your empathy that we are compelled to do what is fundamentally decent. As a father of 2 young boys, nothing sends shivers up my spine than the thought of a terrible illness affecting them. The core of our humanity encompasses the very basic principle that a child should have a childhood. That's where you come in. To see a child forget about their fears and glow with innocence the way a child should allows us to understand how important this cause is. In those beautiful moments when their wish is granted, they aren't fighting for their lives. They are alive with all the unbridled joy a child should have. These next few moments is not just about the power of a donation. This is about the power of a decision. And in the next few moments, your decision equals destiny for the children and the lives who are counting on you. You can provide that sense of hope and comfort when you hear a level of generosity that inspires you to give at any amount that is meaningful for you and your family. Simply raise your bid card. And if you're watching at home, just click on the Funded Wish button, scroll down, and do what you know how to do best and support your community. So I want to dream big and I want to aim high. And I want to see if there is a hero among us who will fund 3 wishes or an extraordinary wish to have an ATV, and raise a bid card in the amount of $20,000. And I'll make you a promise. Nobody in the history of this world ever became poor from giving. And you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. Richard Erler has already committed to a $20,000 donation. Who will join him and raise a bid card high and proud in the amount of $20,000? It feels good to give. It's a moment that sticks with you for a very long time. It's something that you will never forget. It's something that stays with you because it is the baseline by which we value ourselves. And we've all been making the conscientious, hard choice for the health and safety of our fellow citizens. And well, I can promise you this will be the easiest decision you will have ever made, because an act of generosity to a child is the quickest and easiest way to remind your fellow human being what it truly means to be human. Would anyone be so kind and so generous to raise their bid card high and proud? Let's say thank you to bidder 200 at $20,000. God bless you, sir. Wow. Wow. I was getting a little nervous. Anybody else feel so kind and so generous to bind the Handsome Man Club and give at the $20,000 mark? Let's say thank you to bidder 199, another incredibly handsome man. Wow. Feels good, right? God bless you. Anybody else at just $20,000? That is just 4 trips to Whole Foods. Sorry, it's my defense mechanism. I got a little misty there. I got to get back on track. All right. Anybody else at $20,000 for a moment you will never forget to create 3 memorable wishes? We can raise another $20K right here. That brings us up to $80,000 already, thanks to Mr. Erler and these 2 gentlemen. Anybody else at $20,000? Let's give a big, beautiful round of applause to the 2 people in the room. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much at $20,000. Wow. This next level is a wonderful opportunity to fund 2 wishes at $13,000, or an amazing wish to have a camper. Let's provide that wish for these 2 wonderful children and raise a bid card in the amount of $13,000. Looking for anyone at $13,000. These are beautiful acts of kindness and generosity. You know, everything in our world is different, but the only new ingredient needed is for the courage of your conviction. Thank you very much to bidder 224 at $13,000. Wow. Anybody else? Bidder 308 coming in sneaky, not raising it above his shoulders, giving it 13. God bless you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's say thank you, bidder 223. I called him McConaughey all night. I think it worked. 3 people at 13 so far. Anybody else at 13? Make it a nice even number. Thank you so very much. Anybody else at 13? Big round of applause, all the generous people. Thank you. Thank you. Who would be so kind and so generous to fund a wish to have a hot tub? I want a hot tub. That would be. It's not going to me. Don't worry. All right. This is your moment. This is your moment. You look like a hot tub who learned how to speak. You're so warm and friendly and bubbly. All right. All right. That's $10,000 to bidder 293. Thank you so much. Bidder 205 coming in hot at the Jane DeLuca. Thank you so very much at $10,000. Anybody else at 10? Anybody else want a hot tub? Bidder 302. I'm not giving you a hot tub. I just need to clarify that for all intents and purposes and legal reasons behind Make-A-Wish Idaho. Thank you so very much. That's 3 people who just gave it 10. Anybody else at 10,000? You won't even know it's gone. Bitcoin's going to just keep going up. Give a big round of applause to all the generous people that just gave it 10,000. It's beautiful. You know what? We can't control the events of our world, but we can choose what to focus on. So choose to focus on the solution in the lives of these families. Choose to do something positive and beautiful and life-changing, because whatever you focus on is what you will feel. Focus on the devos. Focus on these stories. Focus on the parents and the love and the joy that you can bring to these people who have endured so much as children and as parents, and the pain in their lives, to see them have that wonderful eclipse that occurs over their face. It's the most beautiful blessing. If you've never seen someone receive their wish, just imagine it. Close your eyes. Imagine it's someone that you know in your life. We're only a couple of degrees away, each and every one of us, from someone who's been afflicted by something terrible. And this is a chance to turn that on its head and grant one wish, like a wish to have a place set. Lori and Mike Mers have already committed to this level at $6,500, who will join them. Thank you so very much. Keep it going. One bid card, one wish. Let's see an avalanche of generosity. Thank you, Mr. Newcomb. Bidder 334. Thank you. It's upside down. Bidder 297. Thank you to bidder 295. Thank you to bidder 337. One bid card, one wish. Keep it going. Anybody else at 65? Anybody else online? Don't let this moment pass you by. Anyone else at 65? Huge round of applause for all the generous people that gave. I love it. All right, $3,750. $3,750 helps grant half a wish or a wish to have an animal. The healing power of animals is something medicine has yet to put their finger on, but you know it helps. Last year we granted 3 puppies and a horse. What a beautiful act of kindness this could be. Oh, got a hard case of the feels right now. Who would be so kind and so generous to raise a bid card in the amount of $3,750 for this wonderful cause? Say thank you to bidder 312. Thank you. In the side, let's go. To bidder 206. Thank you to bidder 305. Thank you to bidder 296. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else to give a young child a puppy? Feels amazing. Was that a yes? What's going on there? I don't know. They're deliberating. You sure? Anybody else at $3,750? Big round of applause then to all the generous people. I love it. I just want to say thank you to Anne Marie and Zeke Johnson for giving at this amount, as well as St. Luke's Boise Medical Center and John Larkin. They have generously committed. Who will join them to cover the cost of a wish to be someone for a day? Last year we granted a wish for a young girl to be a ballerina. Oh, gosh. How do you not cry doing this auction? Who would be so kind and so generous to raise a bid card in the amount of $2,500 to grant the wish? Thank you very much to bidder 301. Thank you to bidder 383. Keep it going to bidder 215. Thank you. Anybody else online? We are getting big donations online as well. Who else would be so kind at $2,500? That's just half a tank of gas. Say thank you to bidder 303 at $2,500. Beautiful. All right. Keep it going. Shh. Got to acknowledge all these wonderful people. Grant and Kim Porter, Samantha Schmidt, Title I, and Verde Wealth Management have all generously donated $1,500 to provide spending money for gas, meals, airplane tickets, souvenirs for a Wish family. One travel wish right here and right now. Send a child to Disneyland or Disney World. What a wonderful thing this could be. Give it $1,500. Who can do it? If you can, you should. If you can, you should. Say thank you to bidder 343. Say thank you to bidder 229. Say thank you to bidder, it's upside down now, to bidder 338. Thank you. Say thank you to bidder 291. Thank you so very much. Anybody else at $1,500? Bidder 230. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Bidder 298. Who do we appreciate? That dude. Say thank you to bidder 210. Thank you in the back to bidder 376. Thank you. This is beautiful. I'd love to see this. It's amazing. Big round of applause to all the generous people that have given it 15. All right. So, what's that? 1-5? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. We got a one online donation just now for $5,000. That's beautiful. It worked. Online bidding. All right. Do we have a name by any chance? Well, it's Brienne Simplot. Well, of course it is. That's amazing. Wow. All right. This is my favorite level, and I'll tell you why. There's 21 tables here, I want to say, right? About 22. That means that if one bid card goes up at each table, we can raise $22,000, which is approximately 3 wishes and change, quite frankly. So let's throw out this challenge. Let's rise to the occasion. Let's put the full power and force of this community behind this cause and raise a bid card. Let's see one bid card at every table go up right here and right now at the $1,000. We know we can do it. That's what we come together for. Let's say thank you to bidder 292. Thank you to bidder 308. Thank you to bidder 312. Say thank you to bidder 378. Gosh, I hope somebody's writing these down. Say thank you to bidder 226. Thank you to bidder 198. Thank you to bidder 381. Thank you down in front to the lovely lady with the tone arms, bidder 223. Thank you very much, bidder 336. Thank you, sir, bidder 313. Thank you, Jason, bidder 197. This is amazing. Say thank you to bidder 382. Thank you to bidder 290, smiling and giving at the same time. Say thank you, Reese Witherspoon, bidder 300. Thank you very much. That's 300. Say thank you to the boat captain, bidder 379. Thank you so very much, sir. Say thank you to bidder 227. This is amazing. Say thank you to bidder 295. Oh, you put it down before I read it off. Bidder 294, thank you both. I got you both. Thank you very much, bidder 296. Thank you. Bidder 218, how'd you know my address? Thank you. Say thank you to bidder 333 by the pillar. Say thank you to bidder 377, and say thank you to bidder 306. Big round of applause to all the $1,000 donors. Wow. Wow. You know, there's things, we're almost done, don't worry. It's amazing to me how sometimes simple a children's wish is. They just want to do the things that they see adults do. We're almost there. I was kind of humbled by this. It almost surprised me. But it was so lovely to see that. They just want to do as adults do. $500 would cover the cost of a limo ride. Makes them feel incredibly special. It's such a rarefied thing for a child to do. So how wonderful it could be to raise a bid card. This could also cover a game console. Sometimes that's all they wish. Sometimes that's, unfortunately, playing a video game is all they can do. So who would cover the cost of that and raise a bid card in the amount of $500? Say thank you to bidder 325. Say thank you to bidder 332. Say thank you to bidder 342. Say thank you to Robert Pattinson, bidder 211. Say thank you to bidder 207. Thank you to bidder 260. Thank you to bidder 324. Anybody else at 500? Bidder 299. Thank you so very much at 500. Anybody else? You know what? I don't have it registered. I don't know where it went. But put me down for 500. Zach Crone, I'd like to donate as well. Thank you all. Sometimes they're so young. Sometimes they're so sick. They can't really go that far. They need to have their wish granted at home. You could cover the cost of a playset installation. Sometimes they're as young as 2 or 3. That would mean the world to them, to have the opportunity just to go outside and play. We're almost done. Say thank you to anyone who would raise a bid card in the amount of $250. Why not? That's a date night. Say thank you to bidder 340. Say thank you to bidder 208. Say thank you to bidder 314. Say thank you to bidder 312. Sneaky give, bidder 308. Thank you so very much. All right. This is beautiful. Shh, 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 shh. I love this level, and I'm going to tell you why. Check it out. Shh. What if everyone, whether you've given already or you haven't given yet, or you've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to give or give again, What if everyone here gave $100? What if everyone good? Why not? And all you have to do to ask yourself, all you have to do is ask yourself, can I? Can I give $100? Will I still be okay if I give $100? Can I still get a latte every day? Can I still buy all my groceries and pay all my bills if I give $100? Of course you can. And if you can, you should. And for the last time tonight, come together, make a huge impact. Let's raise another $22,000 if everyone gives right here and right now. Raise a bid card in the amount of $100, and let's end this auction on an incredible high note. Let's say thank you to bidder 378. Thank you to bidder 308. Thank you to bidder 20. Okay, I have an idea. Everybody clap once with every bid card I read off. You ready? Here we go. Bidder 259. Nice. Bidder 378. Nice. The two-handed give. Bidder 205. Clap. Bidder 342. Clap. Bidder 312. Nice. Bidder 199. Clap. Bidder 224. Boom. Bidder 343. Love it. Bidder 314. Nice. Bidder 301. Boom. Bidder 291. Love it. The youngest lady here. Bidder 337. Boom. Bidder 197. Yes. Bidder 215. Yes. Say it with me. Bidder 201. Yes. Bidder 290. Yes. Bidder 382. Boom. Bidder 379. Love it. Bidder 338. Thank you. Bidder 300. Thank you. Bidder 207. Thank you. Bidder 380. Thank you. Anybody else? Bidder, big round of applause then for all the generous people. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the first half of tonight's auction. No, this was something very special, last minute edition. Shh. I gotta tell you about this, you're gonna wanna hear it. I know, I'm sorry, I don't like doing that, you gotta hear it. All right, we wanted to reward your generosity tonight. Turns out, we have something special in store for you. It just so happens that we have a 3-day and 2-night stay at the Retreat Links and Spa at Sylvie's Valley Ranch. It includes all meals for the entire 3-day stay. 4 rounds of golf located north of Burns, Oregon in the Malheur National Forest. Now, this is only for the people in the room. People online cannot participate, I'm sorry. But here's what we're gonna do. Shh. This is the part I need everyone to understand, regardless of their level of inebriation. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give this wonderful stay away to the last person who raises a bid card to donate $100. Now, listen to this. Since everyone has already been so generous, stands to reason that the room is pretty tapped, and you can be first and quite possibly last. Now, make no mistake, and this is a part I need everyone to understand. Eyes on me. My eyes are up here. If you raise your bid card and I read it off, you have given $100, regardless of what happens. But if you are the last to give $100, you will win this 3-day and 2-night stay at the retreat with the golf and the food and the whatnot. You can give once, you can give twice, you can give many times you like, but the only person who wins is the last person who gives. Game of chicken, essentially. So, who wants to go first and quite possibly last? All right, what's your bid number? Oh, a question. Okay. How many people can go? It's 2 people. I mean, you can bring as many as you want. There's floor space. It just depends on what their back is like, Could be quite a trip. It's 4? Is it 4, really? It's for 2. 4 rounds of golf. Okay, we can count. Great. Here we go. 4 rounds of golf. That's pretty special. So, who wants to go first? Shh, and quite possibly be last and just win this thing. Call it a night. Going once. All right. Bidder 308 has just given $100. He is now on the clock. If nobody else gives, he wins this trip. Going once. Okay, bidder 229 has just given another $100, and we're off and running. Thank you for your donation, 308, but you have to give again if you want to be on the clock. This lovely lady in the front, she's on the clock. Going once. Going twice. 308 has given again. You've given a total of $200. You're aware of your actions? Very good. Going once. Going twice. Bidder two. Oh, whoa, whoa. We got like a tie here. No, that you all raised at the same time. Which one of you wants to up the ante to $200 to scare off your competitor and have a greater shot at winning and ending this sooner? You want to up the ante to 200? You want to up the, okay, bidder 259 has just given $200. We are now operating at the $200 clip. You have to give $200 to dethrone the beardless Dos Equis guy. Bidder 229 has just given another $200. You've given a total of $3. Going once. Bidder 223 has given another $200. Are you okay? All right. Going once. Going twice. Nicole's on the clock. No, only the last person who gives get it. You were mean to your friend. No, I'm kidding. You're on the clock. Going once. Going twice. Going thrice. Bidder 337 has given $200. Do you have a job, or where's that coming from? I'm just curious. Oh, I see what was going on here. Going once. Going twice. Going thrice. Oh, bidder 381, the saucy minx in the back, giving it $200. She is now on the clock. Going once. Going twice. I'm going to speed it up. Going thrice. Bidder. Whoa, we had another tie. We had like 3 people. Who wants to up the ante to 300? Bidder 223 has now given at $300. You have to give $300 to dethrone Nicole. Right, it's Nicole? Bidder, turn it my way. Bidder 214 has just given $300. He is now on the clock. Going once. Going twice. Where? 308. How do you expect me to see that? He has just given another $300. Thank you for your $300 donations, but 308 is on the clock. Going, bidder 229 has given another $300. This is charmingly sadistic, isn't it? I warned you, it might take a minute. Going once, going twice, okay, another tie. Who wants up it to 400? What was it again? Bidder 223 has now given at $400. You have to give $400 to dethrone her. You're giving every time the bid card goes up. You're aware of your actions, right? Every time I read off your number, you've given that amount. You're on the clock, going once, going twice, last chance, final. Oh, we got another tie. Who's going to go up to 500? You want to go up to 500? Okay, I got to do the 400 countdown again. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Bidder 337 has given another $400. Going once. I am a genius for inventing this game 8 years ago. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Where? Is he doing it again? Bidder 308 giving another $400. Think of all the wishes we're making coming true at your expense and comfort. Going once, going twice, going thrice, last chance, final offer. I need to confirm. Yes, no, maybe so. How awkward do you want the car ride to be on the way home? Separate car. Going once, going twice, going thrice, last chance, final offer. I want to make sure you're okay. Let's just call it a day. He's been so generous. Going once, going twice, last chance, final offer. Sold. You got it, sir. Well done, bidder 308. You won it. I take mercy on you. All right. Wow. This has been a truly wonderful event. Please give yourselves an incredible round of applause for that incredible outpouring of generosity that you all showed. I know you're tired of clapping. On behalf of our board, our sponsors, our leadership, our staff, our volunteers, thank you to Mark Johnson, Auction Frogs, Janie Best, Helena Peterson, Brad Christensen and his hair, Community Support Award winners, as well as Devo and their family. We wish you a safe drive home. Don't forget to check out to honor your donations and pick up any items that you might have won. It was my sincere pleasure serving you. My name was Zach Crone. It was an honor serving my hometown community. Thank you so much for serving Make-A-Wish Idaho. Take care of yourselves and each other. Get home safe. Good night. God bless. And we'll see you all next year. Thank you so much.